Alright, so today's video we're watching a Silver 1 Wrecking Ball on PC. They say, today I sat down and decided to play some of my favorite tank, Wrecking Ball, not knowing I would get dragged into the most confusing and baffling game of Overwatch in my entire life. The moment the game started, our support Entliczeq Bap said, no heal, GG's, and only did damage. But even then, the first round went really well with me being able to get in a lot of plays as ball with my teammates having great follow-up. This is gonna be a good game. Oh yeah. However, in the second round, the BAP randomly disconnected twice in super important moments, leaving us with no healing and no damage. One of my teammates tells us to report them, which gets them mad, and they started throwing the game entirely, but we managed to pull through and play despite the 4v5. Despite everything that happened in this game, I feel like me and my other teammates did a really good job staying calm and not getting tilted, letting us play a lot better than we might have otherwise. So you had a BAP who said they weren't going to heal, then got mad when your teammate said you were going to report them, and then threw even more than they were after that. Sounds like this is a swell treat of a game. Sounds like they really were. This is great. Yeah, so you're running Brig BAP, and what rank? Silver, I think? The thing is, like, out of all the heroes to be like, hey, I'm not gonna heal on, I feel like BAP has the ability to do so much damage and healing that, like, you have to, like, go out of your way to find the value of not being able to throw in heals as BAP. Does that make sense? Because I feel like BAP has such a good balance of, like, that damage and healing output. Like, it's so easy to find opportunity to get the heals going that, like, you can still do a ton of damage as BAP, and then, like, just to give an idea, by the way, and we'll have a lot of BAPs in like top 500 games that will literally be like 70% damage, 30% healing, but they realize the reason why they want to heal is because you can get window quicker that they can use for themselves to get more damage. So I think the part the BAP's missing here is that if they heal their teammates, they'll get their window even more, and then they can use that to play aggressively anyway. That's the funny part about that. Yeah, going for a high ground boop is definitely important there. There's a couple spots you can do on there. I mean, it's easier said than done nowadays, but great play. Good job. I like that. Remember, you also have the ability to give your teammates shields if they need it. So, like, you know, you pop your shields and then give it to them, so.
This is restricted airspace.
Absolute classic right here, but you got the elim. Pretty good start. Not bad. I mean, I'm fine with that pushing the cart. Filling the whole of the team? Listen, I'm as an expert cart pusher, I get it. Your Brig must be having a great time right now. Oh, wait. Is the BAP really not healing, or are they actually? Oh yeah, so they're definitely not healing. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. All right. That was a usage of shields. I mean, so far your Wrecking Ball gameplay's been like okay. You make plays when you need to make plays, and you push the cart when you need to push cart. Wow, that BAP is going in there. Wow, they really are. Wow, that was certainly an interesting moment by your BAP. Great ult though. If you want to use it there. Yeah, you didn't even have to. Nice job. Good play. So far, you've had a good balance of, like, pushing the objective and trying to be aggressive. Obviously, the mechanics come with time. Remember, it is a Silver 1 game, so, like, a lot of the mechanics will come with time. So if I see them bump into a wall or two, it's like, oh, that reminds me of my Wrecking Ball gameplay. That's going to happen. So far, it's been fairly solid, all things considered. You know, I would say probably an opportunity to do more playmaking, but, like, we just watched the game recently where we saw the, like, no playmaking, so I'm just happy to see any playmaking right now. When it comes to, like, being aggressive. Did you just look at the Torb that was just standing there AFK? They weren't, but yeah, I was gonna say you can ult whenever you're ready. Honestly, good job. Like mechanically, obviously, there's things you can work on like your short range grapples. That's kind of where I struggled at ball for a long time, and I've been improving on it quite a bit. But like overall, I think like you're getting the general idea of what you want to do. You know, so far so good. You did say your first round went well. So this is kind of expected. I need to see how it goes when it's not going like this, right? You would have used the mines and the health back. Yeah, I think the mindset there was that you were going to cap the point anyway. right? And, like, I get that. Like, sometimes it's okay to, like, save your ultimate if you know you're gonna cap it. Don't be afraid to pile drive point. Pile driving point can be very disruptive to them. Which I think you know now. Yeah, there you go. Good pile drive. Good job. Good attack. I mean, hey, honestly, like, I think there was a really good balance right there. A really good balance. I mean, it wasn't perfect by any means, and mechanically you can work on some of your, like, short-range stuff, but overall, not a bad half considering you have a Bap who's just DPSing. At the same time, your team snowballed them, right? So because your team snowballed them, you didn't get the... This happens sometime in Overwatch where your team just, like, basically doesn't have to, you know, win a team fight that's just, like, a 5v5, no issues, etc. Like, so that is why you can also see it go the other way now when your team isn't snowballing, and that's going to be the problem, right? Is what happens when your team has to play, you know, in a team fight that requires good ult management, or, like, you need to make a play. So far, it's been pretty good. Now, your other support hasn't picked a hero yet.
It's the after service. Someone stop that payload.
You know, I was going to say, maybe don't even shoot at them and just go for the pile drive right away. But then not one of them reacted to you, so all hindsight at that point, right? I want to see you use the cart for pile drives more. There you go. I didn't see you do that on the other. Good job. And you're delaying the cart a little bit, which is really good. Wonderful. Yeah, I've been pretty happy with your ability to go try to do things that isn't just sitting there. Very happy to see this. Once again, mechanically, I'm not expecting perfection here. Like, but I do like seeing you try to make plays. So that's been nice to see. So good job. I mean, you just delayed the card for literally a minute, all by yourself. So. Anything with submitting would be my Discord. I mean, there's no guarantee. We just have to get a ton of submissions, so. By the way, I'm just realizing now, how strong is Wrecking Ball gonna be in the next patch, considering that Wrecking Ball is not only getting a buff, but during these down moments where you need heals, is gonna heal up so fast? Like, think about it. Like, Wrecking Ball is gonna be good. Like, I've even talked about, there's a chance, and I don't know if it'll happen, there's a chance Wrecking Ball gets overtuned in the next patch. Because you have that moment of getting booped up now that's longer. I feel like Wrecking Ball is gonna be in a really good spot soon. I think there's a chance. Now, this is just an assumption because, like, there's going to be so many other tanks that can benefit from the new changes, so Wrecking Ball still could fall in that, like, C tier category, but I wouldn't doubt it if you see Wrecking Ball shoot right up to A tier. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not saying that will happen, but because it's so hard to predict how this new tank change will be in the future, but, like, don't be surprised to see Wrecking Ball be played a lot or be very effective. Good thing I did that Wrecking Ball video, right? Or Wrecking Ball could just end up being the same, and you just, like, you get some value here, some value there, but, yeah. When's the patch? Next Tuesday. Well, if you're watching the YouTube video right now, which is we're recording right now, could be sooner than that, but it'll be the 14th of May. 14th of May, baby. You've done an excellent job here, by the way. I feel like you've done enough playmaking. You've stopped the card for a minute and a half. Honestly, wonderful. And you're being self-sufficient, too, which I think is also super important. And this is actually something I want to pause about because I feel like a lot of Wrecking Ball players rely so heavily on their supports and get mad when their supports aren't healing them. The best Wrecking Balls in the game are the ones who are not reliant on their supports at all. Like you know how you can play like Tracer? Like, if you're playing Tracer, you don't want to rely on heals from your supports most of the time. Like, occasionally. Wrecking Ball is very much the same way. So seeing you be, like, kind of, like, self-reliant on, like, health packs and doing your own thing is really good to see. Yep. So like, really good Wrecking Ball players are way more self-reliant and don't rely on heals to begin with, right? Which also is beneficial to what's happening in your game where your Bap's like, no, I'm not going to heal at all this game. That's beneficial that you're playing Ball, too, because you don't even have to, like, worry about being healed. I say that as you haven't got a health pack yet behind you. By the way, I want you to recognize time in here. You have plenty of time to get that health pack. I mean, granted, you can get that one, but, you know, just... that kind of leaves that one open for you if you want it later on. Yep. Remember, health pack awareness is key. I think you went the wrong way there, because the health pack underneath in the cave will get you back to full HP and back in the team fight a lot sooner. So... like, you're going for that health pack, but you already would have been at much better HP. The one under the cave. You have the mobility to get back in time, so use that rotation for yourself, right? There you go. You see it, like, basically, you have an opportunity to be in, like, a... that was a good Junkrat trap. You have an opportunity to be in like a 2 health pack rotation because of this health pack, so you can kind of bounce back and forth between these 2 and keep your HP going. You skipping that health pack was a bit of the problem there, but yeah. I think you were worried about the cart, but I think that's why you also, like, you were fine. You were going to be fine, outside of a Junkrat trap, which, I mean, can't even think about that. They're on Ana now, so are they just on Ana, no heals? Hawk, thanks for the 38 months of the Features Prime. Thank you to the Prime. Let's go. Chat, when I record my vlog for my my trip to California for the Porsche event, should I do like a recording like tonight? Like, oh, I'm heading out now, all this? Like, kind of like the lead into like the trip? Something quick on my phone or something like that? I'm just wondering from like a vlog point of view how people feel about that stuff. Like, is that like what I'm supposed to start with? And once again, good wrecking ball play here. Is that how that's supposed to kind of start? Okay. I'm just wondering. I'll do that tonight then. I'm probably going to bring my lapel mic, so if I IRL stream in California, that I can also like have high quality sound from the lapel mic. Don't think I'm going to do that meme, but I appreciate the attempt. Once again, I actually, real talk, I think you're going to climb as Wrecking Ball. I'm going to be real with you. And I don't know if this is even in the questions if you're going to climb or not, but I feel like you have a pretty good Wrecking Ball for Silver. Like, this is Silver 1. I see you climbing out of Silver 1 fairly quickly if you play like this every game. Because you're even using the retract stuff correctly. Like, I feel like you're just, like... You're in a spot where you're going to climb. Only thing you need to work on, like... I mean, sorry, there's a lot you can work on, but one thing, if you can work on your short-range gameplay, as in, like, what you do in these spots right here with your, like, raffles, I think you're going to be in a good spot. I think you'll easily climb. Yeah, I don't even see, like, a... This has been just good Wrecking Ball gameplay. This is supposed to be a silver Wrecking Ball. I think you've been playing this wonderfully. It's not going to be perfect, and you can't expect it to be perfect in, like, in any rank. But, like, it's been pretty good. Good job, like, just, yep. Are we gonna ignore the tire directly going into the mines? Honestly, no, but yes, because it didn't even faze me. Oh yeah, if Wrecking Ball wasn't staggering the cart as much as they have, this would already be on 3rd point. This would already be on 3rd point.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Ooh, look at that play. Every time. Every time. It's your kryptonite. The Junkrat trap. Everything else has been great, but your kryptonite is the Junkrat trap. Every time without fail. You're a Wrecking Ball player and your profession is just holding points. Hey, if it works, it works. I mean, early Overwatch 2 with Wrecking Ball on cart on... Wrecking Ball just, like, sitting on the cart was, like, a huge part of, like, the playstyle of push maps. You just sat there and you just sat at the push spot and nobody could do anything. That was before they kind of, like, made supports a lot better because they struggled at the beginning of Overwatch 2, and yeah. So... Some of the mistakes. I mean, yeah, but some of the things they're doing that, like, aren't working specifically. If they do end up climbing, which I think they will, I think they'll learn more about how to play against that over time. Like, you know, a play that works now won't work in, let's say, Plat, but by then they might start to recognize, okay, this isn't going to work, and I need to redo that. And that's kind of how climbing goes, is that, like, the way that you play in Bronze was going to change a ton if you get Master or GM, right? So, like, there's a lot you'll learn across the way of climbing. So I'm not too worried about that. Which is why I'm not going to micromanage what they're doing too much, because I feel like it's more about they need to just kind of clean up their, like I said, their short-range decision-making when they're playing, and I think, like, if they do that, they're going to be in a pretty good spot. Now, granted, this is also a game where your teammate randomly just disconnects and leaves, so, like, keep in mind, chat, this is a game where, like, this Wrecking Ball doesn't even have a support that is healing at all. Literally full damage, left the game right there, like... They're mad because their teammate is mad. Like, there's a lot happening in this game outside of this, and they're doing a good job of just, like, this would be a good ult combo. Yeah. See what I mean about your short-range gameplay? And that's why, just to kind of give you an idea. Did you see how you had like a really good opportunity to go on top of the cart and then go into a pile drive mind play? You ended up not being able to do that movement in that short range, and then you ended up just putting a cart, right? So that, if you're looking on things to work on, that's what I'm referencing. Do you see how it was kind of a little bit scuffed, and it ended up being a scuffed ult because of that? I think if you actually end up with the pile drive ult play, you give yourself a good opportunity and good follow-up for your teammates, right? And that's kind of where I'm mentioning that stuff. So I hope that was a good example for you to see where you can work on this stuff. Good job. You got any limb there? Nice. Can't believe you lose this. Remember, you have... Oh, yeah. By the way, you don't need to face tank them right away. Like, you have time. It's very important to understand how much time you have on a cart. Health pack awareness. You know where it is. Get the health pack. That's not the health pack. Health pack's right there. Okay, perfect. Go to the point. Use your shields and give it to your teammate. Remember, you can give shields to your teammate now. So I think it's worth like giving your teammates the overshield in this type of stall situation, because I think it actually helped them survive. So ended up losing the team fight. Remember, you have the shields. Are they playing? Your Ana? Well, that answers that question. They really were mad that you were mad that they weren't playing. I kind of love that concept. Not that concept. I love that they are mad that you're mad that they're not playing, and then they get even more mad that you said that they're not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like they tell you they're not gonna heal, and then they get mad at you for being like, can you please not throw? Like, well, wait a second, that's what you're doing. And then they get mad that you would even question their gameplay, even though they told you they're gonna do that. Very interesting. Good job. Doing the same thing you did last time. I'm okay with this. Ooh, they went Sombra. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! See, because now you need to be... Also, in this situation, like... You know, I just talked about how you were doing a really good job of being self-sufficient. I think you're starting to stray away from that a little bit, and I think you need to fix that. Like, remember, like, you still have the unhacked health pack here. You have a health pack here. I really want to see you be a little bit more involved on getting these health packs now, because I feel like you're leaving yourself at this HP way too much and being too reliant, where, like, it takes you an extra 2 seconds to get these, and you'll be, like, right here in the same spot. So I want to see you get back into that, because you were doing a good job at that at first, and now it's, like, as the game's gone on, you kind of strayed away from that, and that was a big key to what you were doing, your survivability, right? Like, look at your HP right now. Yeah, health pack isn't there. Go for the health pack. Just go for a health pack. And then, by the way, see that right there, that grapple, how it broke? That's what I'm referencing about the short range gameplay. You see how when you did that? You see how when you did that right there, you basically hexed up your grapple and couldn't make a play? That's what I'm referencing. I think if you work on that a lot, you're going to see even more improvement. Much better go for health packs now. Look how much better your HP is now when you go for those health packs like that. Oh. Run! Not bad. Run! Alright, you got the health pack. Now rotate around. Good job. Much better. Rank? Silver. This is a silver wrecking ball, which is what I'm saying. I think they're gonna climb. Uh-oh. You're dead. I would have gone out. I would have just... Here, just to pause very quickly. Like, what you did wrong there is it felt like you wanted to stay involved in that same area, but because you did that, you got yourself kind of stuck. Just get out. Like at a certain point, just get out and use your mobility to, like, just reset. Don't just sit there. Because that's what's going to happen. They're going to grind you down eventually. It's okay just to go back. And heck, it's okay to give them the point for a second. Just to get a better team fight. How's your teammate doing over here? Oh, yeah, they're still mad that you were mad that your teammates were mad that they weren't playing. So they got mad and threw even more. Yep. Wonderful. All right, you got your ult 10. All right. Careful of EMP. I don't know if they'll use it on you, but be careful of it. Good ult, though. I don't mind that. It's a good ult for what it is, yeah. It's a great ult. Try to boop him in if you can. Oh, you didn't even mean to do that. Ah, the classic accidentally boop him in. Huge EMP. There you go. That's what the sound does. So wait, if they EMP your mines, it makes a really loud noise? Okay, you should win this easily. All right, so you have plenty of time on attack here. All right, not bad. You have plenty of time, too. Oh, they went Orisa, but, like, this isn't, like... This is Orisa post-nerf, so, like, this isn't going to be that bad. It's going to be frustrating for you. They're off the Sombra, so you have a little bit more playmaking ability. Going for the boop. Yeah, I mean, this is... Truthfully, working your short-range gameplay here, and you're going to be in a great spot. You have the concepts and the ideas, it's just you can see where, like... This is where you'll struggle, and that's if you work on that and practice it, you can go in the training range and practice that. You'll start to make some progress, for sure. Now I'm sure your Ana got pooped off the map and then just jump off the map because they're mad. Camera matches tonight. I think 7:30 Eastern. Because I think it's I can double check times. I think it's 7:30 Eastern for the match. Hopefully everybody shows up so we can have an actual match be played. Just kill the cats. I'll drive. Perfect. Be a bit patient with your aim, by the way. I think a little bit. Sometimes you kind of like flail your aim around a little bit. I think that's just you need to be a little bit more patient with it. Yeah, I think we have a match tonight. Well, we have a scheduled one. We just gotta hope they show up. They're not bad. Is the trainer range good enough for moving a ball? I mean, yeah, because you can just go practice like short range situations. Does that make sense? Like you can go and practice like anything on any map is what I'm saying. Like so, I mean, I'm not obviously like if you play quick play, you might get a little more value learning that, but you can go in there and just practice short range stuff. Good patient on your mines actually. So they use their ult. You can use them now. You can use your ult. Nice. Good usage. Remember, I want to see you like right now. And this is just to kind of get used to it. I know I mean, a lot of players won't be used to this yet. Right there, you could have easily used your adaptive shields and then used them on your teammates to not only make sure your teammates can survive and keep them alive, but also to be able to keep yourself alive. You didn't use it there, and I think that was a bit of a mistake. So just get used to using that play style a bit more now. I think eventually Wrecking Ball will be more about that at a certain point, or well, more of an opportunity. That was wonderful. They got off the point, but like it was a tough one, kind of. That was one of those team fights where your mines were good enough that like basically it was hard for them to hold it. No. Okay, here we go. Nice. Huge pile drive. Let's go. Not bad at all. Yeah, this is good. Even with your teammate not playing because they were mad. You think your teammate's mad that you won the game because they were mad? Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Honestly, like, I think for you, good job winning the game, even with somebody throwing the game. Like, this whole time, by the way, chat, for anybody just joining us, their support player was not healing, and then I got mad at them halfway through for people getting mad that he wasn't healing, and then just went through the game. And you still won the game. So great job there. Wrecking Ball play, I just work on your short-range grapples and work on how you're doing that, and I think you're going to end up in a great spot. Like, straight up, I think, like, if you can just improve in that area, I think you're going to see a huge climb. Because your Wrecking Ball, you had the right ideas, the right concepts, it was more like the execution half the time wasn't working as well. But I think overall, I think you can do it, so keep it up. And good job winning. Good job winning, because that was going to be a tough one to begin with. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord right there. That's where you would do that. Also, leave a comment. All of it helps. We record these live on stream. You can see the webcam below the Twitch, or you can see the Twitch chat below the webcam. Stop by. We have a lot of fun there. And with that being said, I hope you have an amazing day/night.